Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I hope that you're having a good day. Today, we're going to talk about health. Now, used to be that the other channel was the health channel. It's now the opinions channel. And this one here, we talk about everything. Now, one thing that I want to talk about is how that gardening is beginning to change. This was the first year that you would get a regular seed packet off of the shelf, and when you took a look at it, the seed package said non-GMO'd seeds. Well, that's pretty important because it used to be you had to buy the heirloom seeds in order to get non-GMO'd. GMO simply means that the molecular structure of the seed has been altered, and therefore the fruit or the vegetable that you get from that seed is also going to be altered. That means that it is going to mess with your internal workings in your body, and you are not going to have a healthy experience when you consume that product. So now all of a sudden, the seeds for the first year are now non-GMO'd. In other words, they're non-played with. They're just regular seeds. $1.50 packets are just as good as the heirloom seeds that are $3, $4, $5 a piece. So that tells me that everything is starting to switch over. A lot of people have said, well, we don't see anything happening. Well, that's happening. And that's just one of the things that is happening. A lot of other things are happening behind the scenes as well. Well, this morning at breakfast, my wife had a really nice surprise. She made pancakes. Now, she doesn't use the white flour most of the time anymore. And the oat flour has gone up to about $10 or $11 a bag, and she doesn't like that price. So today she decided that she would use regular oatmeal. So she took a cup of oatmeal. She took 2/3 of a cup of cottage cheese, 2 eggs. She cut up 1 apple into little tiny squares. And then she got herself one of those little packets, they're about this big around, about this high, of applesauce. And she put that together. Now, she did not add any salt to it because of the fact that there happens to be a little bit of salt in the cottage cheese. The recipe that she used also called for a little bit of cinnamon, just a pinch of cinnamon. And you would put some baking powder in there so that the pancakes would rise just a little bit, rather than having the flat ones that you call hardtack. These ones would rise just a little bit so that you would have something that would be just a little bit different and not so hard. So that's what she did. The last thing that she put in, it wasn't in the recipe, but she put just a little pinch of vanilla in there. Now that thing made about 8 pancakes. They're about this size. That would be about 5 inches across. And she made 8 of those. And of course there's some calories, but not a lot. You're not getting a lot of the carcinogens like you would with the white flour and so on. And so that was really good. The second thing that she put into the meal was some sausages. Now these sausages, they're about this long, and they're probably about the size of your finger in size. So they're a little bit smaller than the regular sausage links that you would get. Now the breakfast links, of course, are smaller, and they're probably about the size of your finger too. But these ones here don't have hormones and some of the other stuff in them that is considered either carcinogenic or just bad for your health. These are called all natural. Now, instead of being 170 to 210 or 20 calories apiece, these ones are only 45 calories. The health that it offers is an awful lot better because of the fact that you don't have to worry about what is going to happen to your health. And so these are some things that are very interesting. And by the way, those sausages, the all natural ones, you can actually get some of them with apple in them. A lot of the places that sell them run out of the ones that have the little apple pieces in them. They run out of them first. So if you want those, you have to kind of get in there as quick as you can. That's what I have for you today. It's all about health. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I want you to have a good day. Good day always starts with good prayers. And if your good prayers reach the throne of God, well, that's your key. You're going to have a good day. And so with that said, you folks have a good day.